Get ready to challenge what you thought you knew. Don't miss an episode of the truth within the Bible. Your journey to enlightenment starts now.
Welcome back, my friends. Today we are going to cover Hosea chapter 7. Before jumping in, let's get a nutshell recap to remember where we were from the last video. In Hosea chapter 6, the people say, "Let us return to the Lord. After 2 days he will revive us. On the third day he will raise us up, and we will live before him." Remember, this is the 2,000-year prophecy of Jesus' return, as well as the millennium. God answers, "Your loyalty is like morning dew. It disappears fast. I want real mercy and the knowledge of God, not empty sacrifices. You broke the covenant. The land is full of bloodshed," meaning the spiritually dead, "and the priests are corrupt. Israel is defiled with whoredom, and a harvest is also set for Judah." That brings us right up to Hosea chapter 7. Verse 1.
When I would have healed Israel, then the iniquity of Ephraim was discovered, and the wickedness of Samaria. For they commit falsehood, and the thief cometh in, and the troop of robbers spoileth without.
God said he would have healed them, but Samaria and the northern kingdom had already turned away. Jeroboam set up the golden calves and led the people straight into idolatry. That rebellion is the background of everything Hosea is dealing with here. In verse 1, the people still sound ready to return, claiming God will heal them and bind them up. That sets up what they say next. Verse 2.
And they consider not in their hearts that I remember all their wickedness. Now their own doings have beset them about. They are before my face.
God sees everything. Verse 3.
They make the king glad with their wickedness, and the princes with their lies.
Verse 4.
They are all adulterers, as an oven heated by the baker, who ceaseth from raising after he hath kneaded the dough, until it be leavened.
In other words, they are like a baker that will knead in the leaven and let it raise a little bit, and then he kneads it down again. But then he sticks it in the oven and turns up the heat, and it can't rise again. It's unfit. He said that's the way their minds are, unfit or ignorant even. Verse 5.
In the day of our king the princes have made him sick with bottles of wine. He stretched out his hand with scorners.
He drinks with those that mock God. Verse 6.
For they have made ready their heart like an oven, whilst they lie in wait. Their baker sleepeth all the night. In the morning it burneth as a flaming fire.
Now we have an error here that I have to correct. In the Companion Bible, it is already corrected for you. The Hebrew letters Aleph and Ayin were sometimes switched in the text. When that happens, the word changes. In this verse, the switch turns baker into anger. The Masorah lists many places where Aleph and Ayin were interchanged. So the true reading is, "Their anger sleepeth all the night. In the morning it burneth as a flaming fire." In other words, they never get over it. Their anger keeps smoldering. Why? Because they are ignorant. Verse 7.
They are all hot as an oven, and have devoured their judges. All their kings are fallen. There is none among them that calleth unto me.
They're all running to the Assyrian. The Antichrist ultimately is what it's about. They all go whoring after the Antichrist. That's why he would tell Hosea early in this book to go marry a harlot, remember? Verse 8.
Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Picture an old hot cake poured out on the grill. The bottom is nice and brown and ready to turn, but the top is still full of raw dough and bubbles. That is exactly what God is saying here. You are half-baked and unfit. You are a bunch of half-baked people. Our Father knows how to lay it on the line, and he says all of that to Ephraim, the 10 tribes. Verse 9.
Strangers have devoured his strength, and he knoweth it not. Yea, gray hairs are here and there upon him, yet he knoweth not.
Strangers, this is outsiders. Outsiders have taken over. Gray hair is supposed to be a sign of knowledge. God said despite the gray hair, he's still half-baked. Verse 10.
And the pride of Israel testifieth to his face, and they do not return to the Lord their God, nor seek him for all this.
They don't even try. Verse 11.
Ephraim also is like a silly dove without heart. They call to Egypt, they go to Assyria.
A silly dove without heart means he has no mind. Catch this. They call to Egypt and they go to Assyria. They look for protection and backup everywhere, except from God, the one who is actually in charge. Verse 12.
When they shall go, I will spread my net upon them. I will bring them down as the fowls of the heaven. I will chastise them, as their congregation hath heard.
They have prophesied falsely, and God is going to catch them all in their own net of tricks and lies and bring it down on their head. The time is getting close, my friends. You better gain the knowledge that God intends you to have, or be destroyed. Verse 13.
Woe unto them, for they have fled from me, destruction unto them. Because they have transgressed against me, though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me.
Verse 14.
And they have not cried unto me with their heart. When they howled upon their beds, they assemble themselves for corn and wine, and they rebel against me.
Prophetically, they rebel into the great apostasy. And you know the sad part is they don't know any better. They've been taught wrongly to where they would worship the first supernatural entity claiming to be Christ that comes along. Verse 15.
Though I have bound and strengthened their arms, yet do they imagine mischief against me.
They even mock Christians today. Our Father's patience are growing very, very on edge. I hope you're not in that group, my friend, because your outlook at this time is not too great. Verse 16 to finish the chapter.
They return, but not to the Most High. They are like a deceitful bow. Their princes shall fall by the sword for the rage of their tongue. This shall be their derision in the land of Egypt.
You know what a deceitful bow is? It's the bow that snaps or fails right when you're in the heat of battle, leaving you with nothing to fight with. That's exactly what they are. And when it says the rage of their tongue, it's talking about their lies. All that deceit and false prophecy is going to take them down because they do not know the truth. That wraps up Hosea chapter 7, but don't miss the next one. In Hosea chapter 8, the hammer really comes down, and you will not want to miss what God says next. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss video 8. Until then, stay strong, my friends.